Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Leo. I'm in charge of cloud network planning in Huawei. Today, I'm happy to be here to give you the latest update regarding our strategy of cloud network for 5G. We all know that for 5G, there are two drivers. The first one is for business. And from the consumer to verticals, definitely we need a network to support diverse or differentiated capability. Only in this way we can monetize 5G. That's for business driver. The other one is for the technology. We all know in the past years there are a lot of new technology in telecom industry, like cloud, edge computing, AI, so on and so forth. And we believe that we need to build up a reliable, agile, and also automated network. Only in this way we can improve our efficiency in terms of MBB market, and also we can come up with a new feature for the vertical diverse requirements. So, from Huawei point of view, we are redefining 5G cloud network with three key technology pillars. One is for connectivity. That means we are supporting the 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G, simplicity and reliability, connectivity. The second one is for the cloud. It's not only cloud infrastructure, but also cloud native applications. The third one is for the computing. But here I want to stress that we believe that an advantage of telecom carriers is in edge computing. We have to leverage both connectivity and computing. Otherwise, there's no advantage over the OTT. So we believe that we are using these three technology pillars to redefine 5G cloud network to enable our business success. Okay, in the following slides, I will address those three technology pillars one by one. The first one is for the cloud. We all know that in 2012, the industry came up with the idea of NFV, but in the past years, there are a lot of debates saying that NFV is down but not out, something like this. But Huawei is as the industry leader, we have been driving this direction forward. And from day one, we believe that virtualization is not enough. So we came up with the idea like NFC, cloudification, or cloud native functionality. So from this, you can see that, from day one, we already commercialized our cloud EPC with the stateless design, or cloud native design, and commercialized our EPC in more than 170 commercial projects. And also, we believe in the last year, we were introducing the full stack infrastructure, including the NFVO orchestration for automation, and also we were synergizing NFV SDN for the networking automation. That means the full stack NFV solution. The third one is now we are doing for 5G cloud network. We are moving the microservice and the container technology. In this way, we believe we can fulfill the further automation. And also, we believe that the cloud technology can bring a lot of benefits to the telecom industry. And that's the reason why we propose this autonomous driving cloud network. By leveraging the intelligent orchestration, agile cloud network functionality, and also automated pipeline for CI/CD. And in this way, we believe from the planning phase to deployment, to maintenance, and also to the optimization, we can fulfill the closed loop mechanism to drive the cloud network more automated and intelligent. Second one is for the connectivity. You know, for Huawei, even 10 years ago, we proposed a single strategy for 2G, 3G, 4G at that time, for EPC, for IMS, so on and so forth. But now, for 5G, definitely, we will inherit our strategy. And it's quite natural for us to support this full and deep convergence for 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G cloud network. Because even in cloud EPC phase, we already fulfill the cloud native architecture. That means we are using the unique service governance framework. And now it's quite easy for us to just add on some new 5G functionality, but we are sharing the same framework. So it's quite easy for us to support this full, deeper convergence. In this way, it brings a lot of benefit to the industry. First of all, it's very simple, and just one core network for every access network. The second one is even for the data layer, for database, for example, the UDM and HSS, we are using the same technology, which means the subscriber no need to change the SIM card. So it's easier for the operator to develop the 5G users. The third one is for the seamless experience. That means we can dynamically share the resource between 2G, 3G, 4G, and 5G. And meanwhile, we believe that network reliability may be more important than before. As the panel just discussed, there may be a lot of intention to verticals. And for vertical markets, the reliability, we believe, is much more important than MBB market. So in this way, first of all, we are leveraging the cloud computing technology. We can fulfill the second level scale in, scale out without any service interruption to cope with the maybe 10 times or even 100 times connectivity density. On the other hand, we are inheriting what we have done in the past years, like signaling storm. Because you can imagine that the connectivity density is maybe 100 times higher, and also the signaling flood would be even bigger than before. So in this way, one thing is we leverage the cloud computing technology. The other one is we leverage our expertise for telecom experience. For example, we can support 64 times signaling flood, but we can still keep 90% capacity, which is much higher than industry average. Industry average. The third one, we believe that the connectivity now, we believe the slicing is kind of connectivity, but with differentiated service level agreement. So from this regard, we believe that we call it on-demand and programmable, which means the reliability could be programmable depending on the vertical needs, maybe 6 nines, even 7 nines, as you want. So it should be programmable. And also the network functionality from the control plane and user plane, you can, like Lego style, you can pick up what you want and assemble on demand. The third one is for the deployment location. According to the latency requirements, like edge computing, you can deploy the user plane closer to the end user for the shorter latency. The last but not least is for the dynamic slicing. And we believe that later on, we want to fulfill it's like a template. You can just drag and drop and create a network slicing and automated the network slicing deployment to fulfill this dynamic network slicing. The last one is regarding the computing. Again, I want to stress edge computing. So I think the operator has a lot of advantage compared with OTT because they have the edge sites, and also they have connectivity advantage. So we believe that only if you take connectivity and edge computing together, you can bring much more benefits to the vertical players. So in terms of the connectivity, we believe, in release 14, Huawei drove the CUPS, the CUPS solution. And we are the pioneer for this CUPS solution deployment. And currently, we have already commercialized more than 15 CUPS network. And we believe that later on for the connectivity, it would be much closer to the end user than before, which means maybe we have 10 to 100 times edge size user plane than before. And in this regard, we believe the plug-and-play user plane is very important. So from day one, for our CUP solution, we are aiming to fulfill this plug-and-play user plane. The second one is for the open platform. And we believe that we need to build up an infrastructure which can invite the ecosystem, the third-party players, to work together with the carrier to provide more capability to our verticals. The third one is for the high-performance hardware platform. And we believe that for 5G, the throughput would be maybe 100 times higher than 4G. And we are considering using some hardware for acceleration. And also for CDN, for AR, VR, definitely we need some storage and GPU for acceleration. And we believe that this heterogeneous high-performance platform is very necessary for this edge computing to improve the space and the power consumption efficiency. Okay, here is the takeaway. And again, we have these three technology pillars: the cloud, for the cloud-native application, autonomous driving framework infrastructure, and also for the connectivity. It's like reliable, differentiated, and sliced network. The computing, again, is like connectivity plus computing, and also open ecosystem, high-performance hardware. And we believe that with these three technology pillars, we can fulfill this better 5G cloud network to connect everything. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lee. I did have a quick question on that. So, fascinating future coming to the core network, and network slicing is obviously key to that. You're obviously well into that. But could you give us any indication of when that's going to be live in the market? I know it's taking a lot of work and there's standardization that has to be done, but you're in a good position to know.
Yeah, very good question. Everybody's talking about the slicing. From our point of view, it's end-to-end concept. It's not that easy because you have to consider the cloud network, the transport network, and also the radio network.
Yep.
Currently, I would say the standardization is still ongoing. In Release 16, we are talking about the TSN, time-sensitive network, to guarantee the bandwidth and the latency. But meanwhile, as a pioneer, we believe that cloud network is the first step because anyway, we can define the reliability, the functionality, like maybe for some functionality you don't need a mobility management, for example, for FWA. The mobility management is not necessary. And also we can put the user plane on demand for shorter latency. So that's what we can do today. So for cloud network, we can do something. But meanwhile, we are working together with other players to standardize the end-to-end slicing concept. And also the something like automation, like how to define the template is still ongoing. It's not either way.
Okay. Fantastic, Leo. Thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you.